Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm happy to have you. So my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be asking the question, will 45 enact the Insurrection Act of 1807? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. We talked about a whole bunch of different things like martial law, all those type of things. I'll put the link to all those videos in the description below. But if you want to explore what this topic is, we're going to explore it today. It's going to be pretty short. I'm not looking for a long video at all. So if you want to help out the channel, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and engaging with the content. It really helps out the channel a lot and really tremendously. Now, this video is just for entertainment purposes only, for educational purposes only as well. If you want to be notified when I do post and upload next, you can go into the description or my comment section below and follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group. I will personally notify you when I do post and upload next. There'll be a lot of good content coming out. We're going to try to get as much out as possible. If you want to if you want to give me some really good questions to go over, that's going to be quick videos. Definitely recommend them. I'm trying to at least create 9 new videos. That's 15, 20-ish minutes, no more than that. But I have, I'm going to be working a lot next week. So I want to make sure I have enough footage for you guys over the course of the coming week. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's find out what's going on here. I just talked about Obama. If you have not watched my previous video, I highly recommend you go and do so. This video is being recorded on Wednesday, April 9th at 1:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as and when I'm recording this specific video. So, let's go ahead, let's take a look. Actually, let me tell you, because a lot of you guys probably don't even know what the Insurrection Act of 1807 is. And somehow I'm starting to read it, and you guys don't even know what it is. So the Insurrection Act of 1807. The Insurrection Act is a United States federal law that empowers the President of the United States to employ the U.S. military and federalized National Guard troops within the United States in particular circumstances such as suppress civil disorder, insurrection, and or rebellion. Right? This act provides a statutory exception to the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878, which limits the use of military personnel under federal command for law enforcement purposes within the United States. Before invoking the powers under the Act, the 10 U.S.C. 254 required the President to publish a proclamation ordering the insurrection to disperse. As part of the Posse Comitatus Act, the provision has since been amended. There are exceptions rooted in the President's own constitutional authority. The Defense Department guidelines describe Homeland Defense as a constitutional exception to the Posse Comitatus restriction, meaning that measures necessary to protect national security from external threats are not subject to the same limitation. So, what does this mean? Let's break it down. Essentially, it means that in order for the President to declare, the Insurrection Act of 1807 under national circumstances, it must first put out a proclamation to disperse any stored problems. So it needs to alert these people as a warning to disperse, or I will declare Insurrection Act of 1807, and you will use that against you. That's the human side of it. That's the human rights thing. However, the exception is through the Homeland Defense, which acts as a constitutional exception to the rule. So, now that we understand that, we're going to look at it from 2 different perspectives. We're going to look at it, okay, will he declare a proclamation? Or will he just not declare it? We'll know based on that information. Okay, so Spirit Angels tell me, first of all, let's ask the question first. Will the President use the Insurrection Act of 1807? Will the President of the United States, 45, use and then invoke the Insurrection Act of 1807? Or here's the tower card. Will he invoke it for a specific agenda, for a certain goal? Will 45 invoke it? Bottom card here, we have the Queen of Cups, lack of containment, right? Lack of ability to control. And we have the World. The World upright. We have here 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to say no. He's not going to invoke it. We have the 5 of Swords. And the Five of Swords is telling me here this is somebody who's walking away from a battle, a fight, bullying. I don't know if there is any incentive. It doesn't feel like there is an incentive. There's no motive for this. I feel like there will be other things that he will pursue other than the Insurrection Act of 1807. We have the Strength card reversed. And by this point in time, if he was to receive this or was to enact this, his power has been depleted by the time he tried to enact it. And here the challenges to these two things is peace and prosperity, happiness. Was it the Three of Cups, which is headed in the past tense, so the past and the power. It said that he had the ability to pass this during his previous term. However, he did not do that. However, he also did have the opportunity to do it during the massive protest on April 5th, but I'm not getting any indication that it's going to be passed anytime soon. So I'm going to say no. No for that. I don't see anything in regards to the Insurrection Act of 1807. Let me just ask. Will Trump invoke the Insurrection Act of 1807 anytime during his remaining term? We have here, okay, so just answer the question a little differently. We have the Sun card in the future, right? Brightness. This is him coming in the future. This is the Sun card, the revelation, right? This is the right side. We have here in the past administration, again, this is the past administration, this is Biden's, and there was something here that was being created. He's going to do something. If he was to use it, it will be against political allies. Political opposition. Here you have is the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles was something being drafted, but it's being challenged by revelation. And because of this, we have here a hermit. Sometime after he passes away, there will be a light that will shine on his intent to invoke the law if it was supposed to be invoked, that he will invoke it if need be. It almost feels like in a way that there's already written out, but there is no intent to invoke it unless he really feels that he wants to invoke it. It's kind of like what it feels like. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. The Wheel of Fortune reverse is telling me it's not this time. And we have Peaceful Leader. He's not peaceful, so it's not during his time in which we want to find out that he intended to do this, or there was a plan in place as a way to legitimize his power while delegitimizing the people's. And here you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Ten of Pentacles reversed is that there will be a lot more drawbacks if he were to pursue this. There will be a lot more bloodshed, if you will, than going the traditional route that he's going to end up choosing, which is the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which says that if he does to do this, he will have to hand over power. He does not want to hand over power to the military, because the military can then oust him from power. He wants to control the power. I don't see any intent here where with the Insurrection Act of 1807 being used, so we're not even going to ask that other question. No, there's no need. But it does, like I said, it does feel like he wants to maintain the power of control, and the Insurrection Act will hand the power to the military, and that's not what 45 wants. 45 wants to be able to control his power, not hand the power over to the military officers who will be above him, because they don't want that. So there's no intention here to do it. So no, the Insurrection Act of 1807 will not be enacted by Donald Trump.